Been a pretty light day, about to take out the 652 from fan basis. Actually struggling to get it out. We're in the middle of nowhere in Norway at this like 13k a month cabin, which is pretty cool. There's 4 other entrepreneurs staying here, 2 of them which I train within Founders Physique, my fitness coaching business. Today we've done 650 US, which is pretty slow to be honest. And I had to think 250 come through in crypto. I was asking my mate's creative director, what do you think I should film a video on? What do you feel like is actually going to be valuable to the world that I can do? And he was just like, man, what is it that the version of you that looked up to the position you're in now, what is it that he wanted? I just remember the version of me like a year ago, he just wanted someone that he could relate to and he could understand. So like, I'm gonna keep it fucking so real with you guys, because I think there's so much shit out online. It makes me a bit mad, like all these mentors and stuff doing this. It's like renaming a single concept just to make it sound better. Like they'll call like fitness coaching, like concierge coaching. It's like, what the fuck are you on about, man? So yeah, we're just gonna have a real chat and I'm gonna go through the exact thing that I went through and the exact limiting belief within online fitness coaching that I went through, that I actually think all the guys out there that watching me to get in the shape that they want to be, this is going to be super useful for you as well. And if you're a fitness coach watching this and you wanted to build a business and want to help other people like I do, this mindset applies to you. If you can't teach this mindset to other people and you don't have this belief in yourself and this like delusional reinvention, then it's going to be a huge struggle. This is Julius Conant. I don't know if you can see him on the camera, but I actually coach Julius. He's invested 5k into fitness coaching with me. I'm with here one-on-one with him, and it's crazy, like out here building a business. And just like,
do you want to hear the funny thing about that? While I was doing my presentation for my clients today, I was looking at like who I was before to where I've got now, and the big thing that I was so glad I could put in the presentation was me going from a skinny fat kid to somewhat in shape and getting in way more shape. Like that was the biggest visual representation of it, because one of my fears is like hitting millions and being just not in shape.
That's why my niche works so well. I literally help entrepreneurs get in amazing shape. I could charge so much and it's so high value for them, because people like Julius who are ripping 6 figures, it's investing 5k into fitness coaching is not going to be the end of the world, when if you don't have the right ICP and you don't differentiate yourself in the market, it's so hard. But I'm gonna light this cigar up and I'm gonna tell you the exact thing that I think was the biggest thing that changed me into the person that can make over 35k monthly, stay in the 13k a month cabin, travel to Marbella, Bulgaria, Romania. I've done Thailand, I'm doing Bali, I'm going to Bucharest when I get back from Norway as well. And just, yeah, have more of the life, like even buy a house at 22. Like have more of the life that I dreamed I would have, because where I came from, I remember driving a car that my mum like split and stuff with me, and I shared it with my mum and my brother. And like I didn't come from a position when I wasn't making any money, but like I just didn't feel like I had what I knew I wanted to have. The thing is, it's not always just about having what you want in terms of the things that you can buy. Like I could buy more, I don't have the Rolex on, I don't have crazy chains on. I think it also comes down to that reinvention in yourself, and not just about what you don't have or what you have, it's about what you believe you deserve and being so far away from that, which I felt like I was about. And there was this one turning point, which I'm going to tell you, which kind of completely changed that for me. And it's one that I haven't really spoken about at all. And it's not necessarily like, this is actionable for you guys to take. Like I just was reflecting on this after Siggy's creative director was like, film a video what your younger self would find really valuable. And I was thinking, actually this one point in my life, I took an action that everyone could repeat, everyone could take. And it doesn't matter how much money you have, what position you're in, you can all take this action. And if I hadn't taken the action, I wouldn't be where I am today. It's fucking crazy. I wouldn't be where I am today. And now I'm here smoking a cigar. To give you guys an idea of how quick it can happen is, in the last 6 to 7 months, I've added around an extra 25 to 30,000 pounds to what I earn per month to my monthly income. And like that would take some people years to do. Like if you think about a job that you earn 30k from, to get to 60 to 100k from that job might take you 30 years, and it's taken me 6 or 7. And I really think it comes down to just a few choices in my life. And not only that, I actually get genuine messages, oh, we need to take out this, I need to try and get this 700 US out as well today. It would be good. I don't need to take it out, but I just try and take it out every day and keep control of my finances and understand what's going where. Like no matter how much you earn, you should always understand where you're at in all times with your finances. Don't make, I actually not one of those guys that's like, yeah, make a stupid financial decision, spend 5k, go to Bali and just suddenly earn loads of money. It's like, yeah, you can do that, that's fine, but also have a think about it. Think about what actually is the best way to use your money. But anyway, that aside, like I just get crazy messages. Like even Sam messaging me today, bro, got another 4k USD PIF and another that's paid a 200 deposit with 3.8 USD to pay on Friday Madness. That's the screenshot there as well of it, and then that's the message. And the crazy thing is like, that's not from business coaching. Like, that's from me helping someone dial in their life, dial in their mindset, dial in the position that they're in, so that they can be at peak performance, they can be at the best selves, and then do better. And like, if you apply these things as well to your business, it's just exponential, like exponential growth. That just shows how much your business is you. I helped this guy a month ago. He went from being in a position where his business had nearly zero in the bank, nearly fucking zero, like a fucking circle, to ripping, I think he's done over 40K already. And just this month, 5 days in, he's done over 4.5K cash collected. And that shows the power. And it's like, I even helped my brother with his fitness business, and he's getting clients on. Because not only are we applying the business mindset, but we're also applying the business strategy. So if you're an entrepreneur seeing this, I hope that inspires you as well. And if you're a fitness coach seeing this, then like, that should show you that you shouldn't just be focusing on the right model. Even if your business model is about how you apply yourself to that model. I'm pretty sure Alex Hormozi talks about this quite a lot. Any business can really get to the 100K months. Like, it's more about the person that's running that business. And I know people that run like pet grooming businesses, teaching people how to do pet grooming. They're doing over 50K a month online. It's just wild, and it just shows how much you as the person is the change. But yeah, I'm gonna light this up, and I'm gonna actually tell you about what this decision was that changed my life. In all honesty, I kind of don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it for the sake of this video, and because I'm so relaxed, and because I've also done, in the last few days, multiple K, so feeling good. Maybe don't watch me on a cigar lighting tour tutorial. I might not be the best person for that, but this light is just being so slow. In all honesty, being out here feels like I'm back in the trenches. The way that it's like freezing out here. I remember like doing the landscaping outside. I used to have a landscaping business when I was 13. I got my first job at 12. I remember I asked my mum for a job for my birthday, and she went out and found this like landscaping company, and she got me a job for my birthday. I was so happy. Like, I really liked earning my own money. And then I started my own landscaping business when I was 13. I used to do these horrible like outdoor shifts, like in the winter painting fences. I would be fucking absolutely freezing, but I'd be loving it because I was earning what, like £12 an hour. I set my own rate. I thought I was absolutely baller, when most people my age were doing like £4 an hour from their mum cleaning the dishes at home. And I was actually I had so much money in cash that I started lending money to my mum. When I'm at home, I will get this book out actually. I have a book somewhere of my mum's signatures, because I started making her sign this book every time she borrowed money, because I had so much money. I'm not from like a crazy, like I'm from a nice family as well. It's just like, if my parents didn't have cash, they would ask me. I was like the cash man in the house. And I remember my mum was like, no, I don't owe you that, I owe you this. And I was just like, do you know what? I watched some like YouTube video on banking or something, and I saw they were all doing signatures. So I started making my mum sign the books, and then if she didn't know how much she owed me, I could just be like, boom, right here, says you borrowed £30. We're all refining me right now, man. That's what you gotta be doing. So yeah, the biggest thing that I was gonna say, the biggest change that I made that really changed my life. It actually feels a bit wild saying this. So I've been through quite a few things, and like even the guy sitting next to me, he helped me make one of the bigger changes in my life, which was quitting this job that I'd worked 3 years up to. 3 years of my whole life. Actually, years before that, I worked hard in GCSE, went to weekend school because I had really bad dyslexia and ADHD, so I had to be constantly catching up, to then get into A-level, to then work really hard in A-level because I was also struggling in A-level and just doing the best I could, do some like B-techs and stuff like that, and just had this brother that could just easily do stuff, Bertie, my younger brother, and I'd just be always catching up, to then go to uni, to get a business degree in uni. I filmed probably the most saucy video I've filmed in a long time. I went into so much depth. It was so good. Like, even Siggy's creative director, me, was like, that is such a good video. Even I would spend the time listening to that. Yeah, it cut out. Like, there was no audio. There was just me talking and stuff. So I've got another cigar. I feel like Churchill at this point, sitting here talking with the cigar. And Julius took the lighter, so we've got this left. But yeah, getting back into it, where I left off, where it cut out, was I had done GCSE, A-level. I'd worked my ass off at GCSE to get into A-level. I'd worked my ass off at A-level to then go to university. I then went to university, got a business degree. I just knew when I was doing this business degree, like, I'm not feeling as heartfelt now, but I'm still gonna go into a lot of detail. Yesterday yesterday I was really in the motion, so it was a bit more authentic. But I just knew when I was doing my business degree, I spent all this time, like 6 years, whatever, 8 years, or however long it takes to get there. I just knew that I was doing the exact same thing as everyone else was doing, but I wanted different results. So it was like, okay, why am I doing the exact same thing as everyone's doing? Because I don't want what everyone goes and gets. Like, I don't want the life that everyone goes and lives, but I'm still doing the exact same things that are going to get me that life. So like, big part of me knew I needed to change the inputs, and I always knew I wanted different inputs. Like growing up and having two brothers that are super sporty and just being the least sporty one, always failing, always kind of feel embarrassed to play sports in front of my own family, like at family events, and like growing up with my younger brother feeling very, like, a lot more intelligent than me, when like as an older brother you want to be the leader, you want to be the guy that is more intelligent, felt pretty like demoralizing, really demoralizing. And I remember just like, I went to university, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I went to university, I thought it was going to be, okay, like we're making this change, going to university. And I remember after like first year, I was just like, I just knew I needed to, whilst I was here, I needed to use this time to do something different. This all leads up to that one decision that I made that for me is probably the most important decision in my life. And because at the moment I'm buying some property in the UK, I already have one house, but I'm probably going to buy another 10 plus more. Even if I move out of the UK for tax reasons, you can still buy in the UK. It's just that works a bit different. You buy it all under a business. And like when I'm like 30, I own maybe 20 houses, and it sounds ridiculous, but this is true. I own 20 houses, I have a lovely family. I know I can provide so much for the family. I know I'm the man of the house. Like, I'm gonna know that this event that I'm about to tell you about was a massive part of the reason for that. And it's all because of the way that I reacted to my situation. And if I think this is so applicable to everyone watching, whether you're someone that wants to get in amazing shape, you're an entrepreneur that wants to take that next step to not just build the wealth, but get in huge shape, or you're even someone that wants to build a business and you're thinking, what is the step that I need to take? Like, I can't imagine anything that's going to apply more to you than this, because when I've spoken about it to tons of other successful people, they've all been through this moment. I'm gonna light this cigar because we're on the next one now. I think this is like my cigar from like 2 days ago, which is kind of horrible. We've been buying some pretty expensive cigars, but this is definitely not one of them. You actually can taste the difference, like when it comes to cigars, you can taste the difference so much between like a 20 to 25 pound cigar and like £200 cigar, or even £100 cigar. You can taste the difference all the way on the levels up. It's crazy. But yeah, to go back into it, I then done all this stuff and I get to this point and I'm in university. I was really trying hard, so I was taking all this very, very seriously. Like I was drinking, I was actually getting hammered, to be honest, actually at university, but I still took the degree relatively seriously. I knew I wanted to get a first in the degree. Yeah, I was getting smashed up though all the time. I was really enjoying university at the first thing. Anyway, I get into like second year and I'm really thinking now, like I'm really just thinking about all these things to do, and I'm still taking the exact actions that I know that will just lead me to the results that I don't want. So I started to do stuff like, I was training way harder by then. I'd started really properly training in first year. I was like drinking, and then I would eat, like come home from a late night of drinking, being absolutely smacked, eat 40 chicken nuggets, and then hit the gym in the morning tomorrow on like a ton of caffeine. So I'd be like getting in the gym sessions, but just doing it hammered. And it was kind of horrible, but I was doing it quite seriously. And I started to realize like me going to the gym, it just wasn't enough. Like I was big, I was getting bigger, I was in really good shape, but you can be in the best shape of your life. You can be in amazing shape, but if your wallet doesn't correspond with that, it doesn't matter. If you're in amazing shape but you're broke, it doesn't matter. If you're rich but you're in horrible shape and you hate the look of your body, it doesn't matter. It's like not about having a balanced life, because people use that in the wrong way, but it's about being the best in all areas of your life that you generally care about. And I was only the best in one area. I'd been doing the marathon, did the bodybuilding competition in third year. I was like starting to try and take actions that were different from the crowd. I'd done a marathon, and then actually it was when I left uni that I did the 100k ultra run. But whilst I was at uni, I remember starting to have bigger goals, and I'd spend a lot of time in working, and I remember I felt like a fucking idiot. I felt so stupid because it was like I was working whilst everyone was going to have fun. I'd miss out because I was in holiday in Cornwall in a place called Falmouth. I'd miss out on all these beach days. Like I had a girlfriend at the time and she'd complain that I wasn't spending, well, I have a girlfriend now, but I wasn't spending enough time with her. It just made me feel like maybe I wasn't doing the university thing right. And what that would do is every now and then I'd be thinking, because they'd be like, oh, you need to be more balanced. Like, oh, like you need to do this, and then you need to do that. And they're like, there's no point wasting your life doing this. So I'd be thinking, okay, maybe that. I'd take a few days off. I would chill. I'd stop like thinking so high. I definitely wouldn't be speaking to anyone about where I thought I wanted to get to, which at the time was only like, I just wanted to be full-time online, like full-time, doing everything online, like helping people online, showing people how I got into amazing shape, which was definitely the first step of me building my life into what it is now. Like, yeah, outside I was with my mates yesterday, but now on my own, I guess, outside of 13k a month villa in the middle of Norway. Like, I am literally looking at one of the most amazing views I've ever seen in my life. Like, it doesn't even feel real. And yeah, and if I hadn't made that change, I wanted to help other people make that change. I didn't know I was going to be all the way here, but that's what happens. You take steps, you move forward, and you keep taking steps. But I just remember I started to find the comments disrespectful. I started to actually get really pissed off with what I was saying. And one thing that nobody should accept in their life, nobody should accept, is disrespect. Do not let someone belittle you. Do not let someone disrespect you, because you are not there. They want to bring you down to their fucking level, and you don't want to go down to their level. You might not want 100k a month or 50k a month or 20k a month. Even if you just want to earn a normal salary, you want to be comfortable. If you want to do it in a different way to them, that's fucking fine. Don't let them disrespect you and tell you that you can't do that. And I think that's what massively changed in my life, is I stopped deciding that I would allow disrespect. I stopped deciding that I would allow people to talk to me or talk about me in the way that I didn't want it. And I started deciding to change that, not by having a go at them, not by getting involved in their bullshit, but by the actions that I took, by becoming so fucking good that they couldn't even say that level of disrespect. They couldn't say those things. They couldn't give me those doubts. They couldn't try and pull me back into the reality that they had. And it's wild now, because most of them are messaging me for help, asking like how I've done this. And of course I help them. Like, as God would say, love your neighbor. And you have to love people, and you have to be willing to help them. It's why I've got where I've got today, because I've helped so many people. But it doesn't mean you have to be nice to people. It doesn't mean you have to conform to people. It means you get in a better position and you help them with their mindset, which caused them to try and pull you down. But you don't fucking tolerate their disrespect towards you, because as soon as you start tolerating disrespect, then you stay at the same position. You don't move because you don't feel worthy in yourself. Had to check the camera was still on, but yeah, so that was a big thing, and that made a massive change in my brain, like an unbelievable change in my brain when I started doing that. And I remember after that, I started getting my, because I was doing all this work online, but I was getting nowhere. I invested in like trading courses that were like £100 or something like that. And I remember after investing in this trading course that was £100, like people were telling me that it was so stupid, like it was so dumb. I remember having a call with like an old friend from school, and then also like my family, and they were like my family were really supportive in a way, but in a way not. It's not like they said don't do this. I was always told that I should have a 9 to 5, then build a job build stuff up on the side, or that I need to learn from someone else and then go, and like basically just saying like you have to do it the way we did it. You have to go up the ranks. You can't just go for yourself and fucking build the thing that you know you need to build. And the mental thing is you can. You actually can, which just made me think like so much of it is. It's complete bullshit. In the last like 6 months, I've had an extra like 25k to the amount I earn every single month. What the fuck? It's like crazy to even think about that. And for me, it doesn't even feel like much. It doesn't even feel like I'm anywhere near as far as I want to be. But yeah, so anyway, I knew I needed to make different decisions. And I think people kind of thought it was a joke as well. That was kind of part of it. Because when I first went to uni, I was like, had this really disciplined mindset where I wanted to do all these things, and I'd watch really motivational videos, David Goggins, like Iman Gadzhi, all these classic things. Yeah, I'd still go out and get smashed. I still didn't have a business that was earning me genuine money. I wasn't really moving forward that much in my life. So it was like, kind of became this joke, like that I was this hardworking guy and everyone kind of knew. Everyone called me Money Boy Ned, which at the time I thought was kind of cool, but then it's also like, everyone knew I didn't earn that much money because I worked at a fucking pizza restaurant. No, burger restaurant, serving people, hoping that I'd get a £10 tip. I can't just keep watching reels, because if I keep doing the same inputs that I've been doing over, not reels, like YouTubes and stuff like that, if I keep putting the same input as I've put in all this time, I'm gonna get the exact same result. And I didn't want the same result that everyone was getting, and I especially didn't want the result that I was getting, because I was not happy with my result at all. And what I did is I actually just started the fitness coaching business. I actually started wanting to build some like other business, like AI. I had a business with AI, had a few other business trading, this and that. But I realized that actually to start a business, you need to be able to provide value to someone. And what I knew was how to get in amazing shape and how to achieve stuff physically. And that's how I pushed my life so far. That's kind of the only progress I had made. And that progress generally, like, this is why I generally believe if you're someone that's in shape, everyone that's in shape has the potential to help other people and to build a business. which is why business owners that are watching this, that want to get in better shape, that want to work with me, it's like, okay, if you get in better shape, think about how much more capable you're going to be, because you apply that mindset of being in shape into your business, that discipline, you're going to be 10 times more successful. And if you're someone that's already in shape, you can already implement that mindset, those frameworks. As long as you have someone like me, or just like you learn the ways of implementing that into a business, like, because there's one thing being disciplined to get to the gym, but there's another thing being disciplined with the business and the way that you operate within the business. Like, before I teach people any strategy-based stuff, I always teach them, like, even if I'm just helping someone out to build their fitness business, which I do sometimes, is I'll always teach them the frameworks of how to live a life that builds a high achieving like framework, a high achieving position in your life that gets you success. So like, if you're in shape, you 100% deserve to be successful. But it's not being in shape that's going to make you successful. You have to make changes other than that. And anyway, I got my first clients on. So I remember I messaged loads of friends and family. I was watching loads of Alex Hormozi, and I was actually implementing the stuff on Alex Hormozi. And I got a few clients on. I got my older brother's, one of his best mates, Harry, got him on for like 50 pounds. Got my mate Gia on, made a crazy transformation on there. And I kind of like did all these really low amounts, like 50 pounds, 25 pounds, like 75 pounds, but it wasn't really getting anywhere. And this was like 50 pounds for like 6 weeks or whatever. And it wasn't really getting anywhere. I think I was paying more for the app that I was using, Trainerize at the time, than I was for the actual coaching. So I was actually losing money. And I knew that I had to take some sort of step to make the change that I wanted. I was almost like a guy dying of thirst in the desert and not drinking water. And I knew the situation I was in was the symptom of the actions I'd taken. And I needed to drink the fucking water. I needed to get out of that symptom where I was dying of thirst and put myself in this position where I fucking buy that bottle of water and I drink it. It sounds weird, but that's like the way I was thinking. I hope you guys get that analogy as well, because it sounds very weird. But so what I did was, I was like, fuck it, we're gonna do it. And I hopped on the call with this like coaching mentor, and he was speaking to me about all these things, and he said it was it was actually like £3,000, but I could come on for 1,000 and split it up. And I didn't do it, and I said no. And the reason why I didn't do it is because I still had so much doubt in myself, so much disbelief that I could do what I had kept talking to other people that I was going to do. And I just remember getting off that call and feeling completely fine about saying no. And then like a week or two passed, and I thought, wait a minute, I'm completely fucking bullshitting myself here. Like, I could not be lying to myself anymore. I'm saying that I want to build all this belief, I'm saying that I want to take this next step, but I'm not willing to invest £1,000 into myself. Like, what does that even mean for me if I'm not willing to invest £1,000 into myself? Now, what position does that put me in? And then like a week later, they contacted me again. These like same guys, like a few weeks later, after I'd had this thought, which was like a month or two after. And I hopped back on with this other guy called Sam, and he was talking about all these Lambos, all this sort of stuff. And I remember just thinking, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care about getting a Lambo. I didn't give a fuck. Now I actually low-key do want to buy a Rolex and stuff like that. I'm probably going to ball out on some things, but just for jokes of it. And I will actually get a sick car, because now I kind of do care. But at the time, I really didn't give a fuck. And I remember just thinking, and I don't really care that much now. Part of me would just be cool. Like, you only get one time to be 20 years old, and it's sicker to have a car in your 20s that you know you shouldn't be driving, and you know you can drive because of the actions you made, then get to your 40s after you've made all the secure investments, then get the car. It's like, I know I can make more money. I've bought the house. I need to at some point treat myself in that sort of way. So I'm gonna do that, but a separate note. Anyway, he then asked me a question, like, do you believe that if you invest in yourself, you will be better or worse for it? Or something like that. And I was like, well, I have less money. And at the time I'd got like, when I was having this call, I had like 700 come in from my student loans, and about 300 comes in from the work that I was doing, because it was only on the side. So I got about £300 every 2 weeks. So about 1.1k, I think maybe a bit less because I owed someone money. So I had just about enough to do it. And the initial thought I had was like, no, I'd be fucking way worse off, because the version of me in the future, well, the version of me now is going to be broke. How's he going to live? And what's he going to do? And then he said, in 6 months time, after you, or 4 months time, I can't remember how long it was, after you've worked with us, you've built the business, you've got your first few clients on, are you going to be proud of yourself today, knowing that you made this investment? Or are you going to be sad that you invested the money and spent that 1k? And I thought, no, like, of course I'd be fucking proud of myself, because I would have made the investment, but I would have made more of a return. And that then means it would have been a good thing to do, because I've taken everything forward, my life forward, I've built the business more, I've now made the return and I'm back in this financial stable position, right? So I thought, okay, but I don't want to make the investment now. Like, I'm not going to make it now. That's what I said. And then he said, okay, if you're not going to make it now, and you didn't make it last time, when are you going to make it? And I was like, when I'm in a better financial spot. And he was like, isn't the reason why you hopped on this call to get in that better financial spot? I thought, yeah, it is, but like, if I wait another few weeks, I'll make that money. And then I can't make more money. And he went, okay, and if you wait another few weeks, but you don't feel like you're in a secure financial spot, then even if you have a bit more money, will you invest? And I just thought like, yeah, I will invest because I have more money. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And he was like, okay. And he was just trying to sound me at this point, but it actually makes a lot of sense. And he was like, if you always wait for the perfect time without taking a risk that could generally change your life for good or better, will you ever move forward at the rate that you want to? And if you actually think about that, like, yes, you can move forward by being safe, taking the risk when you can take the risk, but you're going to be much fucking slower than the person that just takes the risk, step forwards, knows their backup is up against the wall, and then fucking has to drive forward. You cannot beat the guy that does that. You cannot beat the guy that is willing to put their back up against the wall because they have that faith in themselves, they have that belief, and then they take the action. Sam, the other day, one of the guys I coach, he sent me 2 screenshots of 4K closes that he's made. Like, some of you guys don't even have 4K in a month. This guy's doing it in like one day. He's done 2 of them in one day. That's 8K. And that month he actually won, like, one of the biggest school game things, this AI thing. He actually won that as well with his business. He ended up getting invited to this podcast with 1.1 million listeners. 1.1 million, that's a lot of listeners, especially for a podcast. And before that, before he had worked with me, Sam had, I think, like 1 point something K in his account. He had 2 massive payouts to do to his employees, like, in about 10 days. First call, didn't do it. Said, no, like, I'm not gonna do it. Second call, he did it. And that comes down massively because I've invested so much to myself. I have so much faith. People get that energy off me because I know that if you invest in yourself, you take those. I'm not trying to do this to sell you. Like, this video is like the most raw, basic video ever. If anything, like, anyone watching this, anyone still watching this, like, the chance you're going to be successful is so high because you're willing to get insights that most people aren't giving you by watching the videos that aren't like flashing images, that are just the guys that are doing what you're going to be doing, to getting to the place where you're going to be getting to, just giving you the raw reality. And that's all I'm giving. I don't want to lie to say I didn't invest in myself and that you can do it all by watching one YouTube video. Like, it takes hard work, and at some point, yeah, you can probably build maybe the foundations up by yourself, but at some point you're probably going to have to make some sort of investment in yourself to move at the pace that you want to move. But anyway, Sam went from having 1.1K in his account, having the worst month of his life, to joining with me, having the best month he's ever had, doing over 30K revenue, helping his sister rebuild her kitchen in his house because he had so much extra money at that point because he'd never done that much, so his profits were super high. And he paid me the rest of the thing because I knew the guy, so I let him like come on for a bit less. The total amount was still the same, but like pay a bit less up front. Because at the end of the day, it's about helping people, guys. If you're a fitness coach, like, you have to be a bit lenient at times because it's not just about you, it's about the people you're helping, and you've got to help them in their situation. You've got to help them make that step forward, but you can't get people to fucking sell a kidney. And yeah, and then he went, because he put his back up against the wall, because he was doing that, and he was willing to think like the Sam 2.0, the Sam that knew he'd be successful, that was successful, and the Sam 2.0 knows that he should just invest in himself, knows that even if his back is up against the wall, he can still be successful. He took that commitment as the Sam 2.0. And the first call where he didn't do it, he said to me like, yeah, I've been like the Sam 1.0, because he has that disbelief that he can't make it. So he acts like that. He acts out of scarcity. And if you continue acting out of scarcity, you'll get a lack of abundance, you'll get scarcity. And he said to me on the second call that he wasn't gonna do it. And he ended up stepping into the Sam 2.0. And yeah, part of that is because I'm good at sales, but also part of that is because he's a smart business owner that knows that's what it takes to get where you want to go. Because if you think about it, the only way that you fall asleep is by pretending you're asleep. Let's say I'm asleep now. I'd have to stay like this for a little bit of time, pretending I'm asleep in order to actually fall asleep. And you've got to do the same with business and life. You need to pretend like you're that man that is rich and successful. You need to understand his character traits, and then you need to start acting like that person, pretending you are that person, taking the actions that that person would take. And that's how you become successful. But anyway, I'll hop on this second call. I invest this 1K. So I invest all the money I had. I literally had no money. And I remember it was this university break, so I had no way to earn the money. I mean, you can always get a job. The thing is like, everyone thinks like, I still get questions from my friends and my mum, like, if this is just completely fails, what happens? Well, I'll get a job. My worst case scenario is your scenario. If you're watching this with a job, like, my worst case scenario is the average person scenario. And I say that in the nicest way, and if you find that disrespectful, good. Use it in the way that I found other stuff disrespectful to build yourself, because I want the fucking best for you guys watching this, whether you're a business owner or if you're wanting to actually help people like I'm doing, because the more people we have in the space helping people, the better the world can get, which is why I'm filming videos like this, which is why I'm putting my secrets out there, because I know if I put my secrets out there, more people will be helped, and the more people we can help, the better the world's going to be, and the more people can be happy, the more we can have less of this bullshit where everyone's hating on each other for no reason. So yeah, anyway, going back to the point, I made this investment in myself, and basically, because I haven't got too long, I've got a sales call for my fitness business in a second, but basically my back was so much against the wall, I had no option to win. And I remember the mentorship was nowhere near as good as it was bigged up to be. I mean, I did end up working for Charlie in the end, Charlie Johnson, and I actually ended up beating Sam, that guy that closed me, and I actually became the top salesman on that role for a bit, except from this other guy, Sam, that got different sort of leads. He got the leads that were worth like 15K, and me and the other Sam were getting the leads that were worth like 3 to 9K. Anyway, I ended up beating him in the end because I started to build the business. They then offered me that place, and I really wanted to I didn't really care, I just wanted to be in the online space. But the moral of the thing is, yes, they went into way more detail, but like this is the mood I'm feeling in now, so I just got to be authentic to what I want to talk about now. Is if you don't take the actions to put yourself into that discomfort and you never step into the fire, you'll never be able to rebuild from getting burned. And every time you burn that first layer off, you rebuild stronger. And if you don't allow yourself to get burned, if you don't allow yourself to step in that fire, you can never step through out the other side. And if you don't do that, then you can never see the other side. And that's why so many people, they think that life's so hard, they think that life's so shit, is because they're not giving themselves the chance to make life good. So yeah, basically the only way to make life good is to put yourself in a position where the actions you're taking can make life good. Like if you keep taking the same actions as you're taking, they're gonna keep getting you the same results. And the main thing that I learned from making that investment is by switching up my actions, whether it's investing in myself or just doing something completely different. That's what's gonna get me the different results. Just doing more of what you're doing, if it's not working, isn't gonna get you more of what you want. So I think the biggest takeaway is like from this, and I do this to this day, is look at your life, look at what you're doing, look at what your day looks like, look at where you spend your time, look at where you put your money, look at where you are, and look at where you feel like you're going. Genuinely look at where you feel like you're going if you're actually moving forward. Genuinely look at what the last 6 months of your life have been like, and if you've actually progressed at the rate that you know you want to, because some of us, we're going from 1 month not being able to run a marathon to next month running a marathon. Some of us are going from 1 month being in a 9 to 5 to next month earning 5K a month online. Some of us are going from being completely out of shape to in 3 months losing 20 kg. So generally compare yourself with people that are making big actions, taking big actions, moving forward a lot. Think about where you're going, and then you then got to think about, okay, if I stay doing this, where am I going to be in 6 months? And the most likely you're going to be in the same position, and that's going to be worse because you're in the same position, but 6 months later, whilst everyone's moved forward, you stay in the same position. And then you got to think, okay, what are going to be the biggest things for me to change, for me to not be in this fucking position in 6 months? What are the top 3 things that I could do today that aren't going to make me in that position? I'll tell you like almost a little secret that I learned from podcasts. A lot of people know this, but actually a lot of people won't. Figure out how much of your life is signal and noise. You want 80% signal, 20% noise. Noise is anything that doesn't move you forward. Signal is everything that moves you forward. Write down your life, figure out what the noise is, and cut it out so that you have 80% signal, 20% noise. Write down where it is you actually want to go, where it is that you want to be, how it is you want to act, what it is you want people to like think of you, how much you want to earn, how you want to dress, what you want to buy. And then when you know that, you can then think about what does the actions that the person that has those things, how does he act? And then from there, you can think about, okay, what are the biggest actions I need to take this month? What are the big things I need to do this month? It might be invest more time. It might be actually back myself and believe in myself by putting money against this. It might be back myself and believe myself by telling someone that I didn't want to tell about this, that I'm gonna do this, even though everyone tells you not to tell anyone. Sometimes just telling people about where you're trying to go is a form of you backing yourself. Because then if you don't actually start doing those things, you're kind of stupid for just telling someone. And then every day you can break down what are the 3 tasks you need to do to get there. And then anything that isn't those 3 tasks is noise. Everything that is those tasks is signal. If I was in the position that I was in before I made the investment, or even as I was making the investment, that's exactly what I'd do. And I think quite quickly you'll realize in what way you should invest in yourself, whether it's money or time or whatever it is. And quite quickly you'll figure out what's gonna be the key thing that moves you forward. And that will stop you from letting anyone disrespect you, because you'll actually be taking action in the way that you promised yourself you would do, and that's going to give you the outcome that you want. So anyway, let's fucking cheers to that. Light this cigar. Gonna do one last Churchill if I can light it, and I think I might be late for a call, so hopefully one of my team members has got that. If you're watching this, don't worry, I'm not normally late for a call. It's just I had to do this because we go tomorrow. If you're someone that wants to if you're an entrepreneur that wants to get in amazing shape, that wants to improve their business and scale their life by generally becoming the person that they want to be, not just within their business but outside of it, so they can lead teams, so they can be confident in themselves, and they can go home and be the man they want to be, then click that link below for my one-to-one coaching, because I feel like a few of you fitness business guys will be watching this as well, because this is the sort of stuff I watched when I generally started changing my life. Because knowing the strategy is one thing, doesn't matter at the start, because until you take action on those strategies, it doesn't matter. And there's so many people with so many different strategies. You just need to believe in something, you need to believe in someone, you need to just follow exactly what that one person's doing. And as a business owner myself now, as someone that's running a business doing over 35k, charging 5 to 8k for fitness coaching. If you want to learn the way that I did it, learn the way that I built a premium buyer ecosystem, I don't even know if I want to give away this source, but what I'll do is I will film a video. Do you know what I'll do? I'm going to film a video that applies to both of you guys, whether you're an entrepreneur here who wants to get in better shape and doesn't believe they can do it, or whether you're a fitness coach. I'm going to give the exact story I'm going to give my exact story. I know I went into it a bit here, but like exactly the step-by-step. I'm gonna give you the exact thing that I did. Literally everything that I did. I'm not gonna leave anything out of it. I'm gonna give you exactly what my started from the bottom now here, exactly what my rags to riches look like. I definitely wasn't in rags. Like I've come from an okay place, like my family provided for me, so I definitely don't want to hate on them. I'm not gonna give some sort of sob story for that, but I'll literally go through exactly the decisions I made, exactly the things that I did, so that you guys can, one, skip out on those things, especially if you're a business owner or if you're someone that wants to build a fitness business. This is probably going to be the most valuable video you can possibly watch. But it's going to show you exactly, it's going to give you, I wish I had this video to watch, because it's going to give you the exact thing, the exact insight that I wish I had when I started. Because it's so hard when you're a fitness business owner to know what the actual journey is going to look like. And I'm going to show you the exact journey from when I started and had that first idea that I wanted a business, all the way up to today, where I own a 35k a month business, helping entrepreneurs get in amazing shape, traveling the world, going to Marbella, Bulgaria, Romania. I'm going to Bucharest after this, Dubai, Bali as well this year. I own my own place, have a beautiful girlfriend, I get to travel with my mates. I'm in amazing shape. If you're someone that wants to understand exactly what I did, the exact steps I took and the exact steps you can take to get there, then go click the video below the one-to-one coaching sign up, or one of the videos on the screen. I'll see you there.